Hello, my dear students. We are going to discuss electric field due to uniformly charged spherical shell or conducting sphere. Here, let us consider a sphere. This is the one sphere. Spherical shell or conducting sphere. The charge on the sphere is Q. It is the conducting sphere. The charge resides on outer surface. The charge on sphere is Q. Its radius is capital R. Radius is capital R. Here to here. This is the radius capital R. What do you want? We want field. Field at the outside point. Outside point. That means here I want the field at this point. I want the field at this point. What is the distance of this point from center? From center is smaller distance. Here to here, smaller distance. So here I want field at this point. Field at this point it is E. So here draw a Gaussian surface passing through P. So draw a Gaussian surface. The shape of the Gaussian surface is spherical. Spherical. On Gaussian surface, magnitude of intensity of electric field at all point must be same. Suppose here field is E. What about here? Field E in magnitude wise. Here E, here E. On every point on Gaussian surface, field must be same, equal. So here, what is the field direction at point P? So here this is the positive charge. Field is radially outward. Here field at this point is this side. What is the shape of the Gaussian surface? Gaussian surface shape is spherical. For this case, spherical shape. So here E bar is radially outward. Suppose here this is the Gaussian surface. Field is exactly outward, normal to outward direction. That's why what is the area direction here? Normal direction only, outward. E bar and DS bar here, same direction. At this point also, same direction. Every point, E bar and DS bar, same direction. Therefore, students, every point, listen carefully, every point on the Gaussian surface, E bar and DS bar are parallel to each other, Therefore, angle between them is theta equal to 0. Students, therefore, E bar dot ds bar equal to EDS cos 0, which is equal to EDS. So here, this is the flux at this point is E bar dot ds bar, which is equal to EDS. About this point, EDS. About this point, EDS. That's why entire this surface integration, total flux is equal to integration E bar dot ds bar, which is equal to Q net by epsilon naught. According to Gauss law, this is the Gauss law expression. According to Gauss law, total flux in a Gaussian surface, so closed surface, which is equal to Q net by epsilon naught. Q net is nothing but the charge enclosed in a closed surface. That's why here E bar dot ds bar is what? EDS. Integration EDS is equal to Q net by epsilon naught. Here E is the constant. E is the magnitude of intensity of electric field on Gaussian surface. Here is E, everywhere E. That's why E is constant. Constant take common. E integration ds is equal to Q net is nothing but Q net inside the enclosure, which is equal to, this is the enclosure. Inside what is the charge is there? Q charge. That's why here students, Q by epsilon naught. Integration ds is nothing but the area of Gaussian surface. Area of Gaussian surface. What is the radius of the Gaussian surface? R. What is the shape of the Gaussian surface? Spherical. That's why here E into area of this sphere 4 pi small r square, not capital R square, here to here. Radius of the Gaussian surface is R. That's why shape is spherical. That's why 4 pi r square is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Therefore, E equal to 1 by 4 pi. Here epsilon naught. Here Q by r square. This is the intensity of electric field. Intensity of electric field outside the spherical shell. So therefore sir, E is directly proportional to 1 by r square. Outside the field is intensity of electric field. E is inversely proportional to r square or directly proportional to 1 by r square. This is the outside the sphere. Field at outside point. Outside point means small r is greater than capital R. What is the Q? Q is nothing but the total charge on surface of the spherical shell or conducting sphere. So here this is the outside. What is the inside? Okay. Is it clear? Okay, right. Field inside at any point small r less than capital R. Let us consider this is the sphere. It is the spherical shell. Charge resides on outer surface only. Q charge is there. Radius is capital R. What do you want? We want field inside at a point P. Okay. So I want the field at a point P. The distance of the P from center is smaller. Clear? So here field at point P is suppose E. Now draw a Gaussian cylinder, Gaussian surface. So here field at this point is E, about this E only, about this E. So at all points on the Gaussian surface, the magnitude of intensity of electric field must be equal. Suppose here E, about also E. Therefore here I want field at this point, the field direction this side. So here area vector, this is the sphere na, this is the Gaussian surface. What is the shape of the Gaussian surface? Spherical surface. This is the spherical surface of radius r. That's why what is the direction of field? Field direction, this direction, and area also same direction. E bar and ds bar same direction. Therefore here applying what? Gauss law. That's why according to Gauss law, integration E bar dot ds bar is equal to Q net by epsilon naught. Students, therefore E bar and ds bar same direction, but E bar dot ds bar equal to E ds cos 0, which is equal to E ds. Here E bar dot ds bar, E ds. At this point, E ds. At all points on surface of the Gaussian is same. That's why here integration. We want the total. No? That's why therefore. And here one more thing. What is the Q net? Q net is nothing but net charge enclosed here 0. There is no charge. These two substitute here. We get integration. EDS is equal to 0 by epsilon naught. E is the constant. Take common. Integration ds is equal to 0. Integration ds is nothing but the area of Gaussian surface E into 4 pi r square is equal to 0. Here this value not equal to 0. That's why E must be 0. Field inside is equal to field inside the sphere is spherical shell is 0. Inside at any point small r less than capital R, field is 0. Field 0. Suppose here this is the q charge, small q charge is kept inside the sphere. What is the force acting on plus q? It does not experience any force because there is no field inside now. There is no field inside. That's why field inside, outside already we discussed. Then what is the field on surface? Field on surface. Yes. Listen. Outside at any point small r greater than capital R, expression of intensity of electric field 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by small r square. Therefore field outside inversely proportional to r square. On surface small r equal to capital R. Therefore field on surface 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by capital R square is the maximum. Students, and inside at any point small r less than capital R, inside at any point including center field is 0 for uniformly charged spherical shell or conducting sphere. I want the graph drawn between field and distance E and R. So here field at center 0 up to surface. At surface it is start maximum and gradually decreases. That is E is inversely proportional to 1 by r square. So here this is the 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught outside. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is nothing but kq by small r square. On surface is kq by capital R square. Therefore here kq by capital R square. This is the graph drawn between E and R for spherical shell. Here solid, here this is the conducting sphere. For non-conducting sphere expression is for non-conducting sphere E and R. For non-conducting sphere at center field is 0. Center to surface is gradually increases. Maximum at surface, and after that this is E is directly proportional to R, E is inversely proportional to small r square. For this is for conducting, non-conducting sphere. This is for conducting sphere or uniformly charged spherical shell. This is the difference. So this is the for non-conducting. This is conducting. Okay, thank you.